Hello and good evening, everybody. We are in the third week of March, and it looks like quite a few games have been noted over there in the reporting channels. And I gotta say, we're coming one step closer to knowing who are going to be the teams going into the next CWC. We do have in the reporting channel right now on the CivFR Squadrons. We're going to start off with CivFR because the CPL Premier League will still need a few more weeks to get their playoffs done, and we're going to come back to talk about them then. Now, looking at the CivFR Squadrons Division 1, it looks like we do have Freitos de la Vega going against Ulysse. Ulysse did manage to snatch a victory, turn 77, and they did also manage to get a win against SPA in the second game of that week. Turned 64 win on, I'm not sure what map it is because they don't actually say. Anyway, moving forward, we do have Freitos de la Vega also going against Last State Company with a turn 104 scientific victory. Would have been the 106. They just, oh my god, 2 turns away from actually achieving that space victory there on the Rich Highlands. And of course, you do see the picks and bands over here in the channel. Ulysse also did play against the Sharks, and we do have a victory Ulysse with D-Shark CCing turn 53. That was quite a quick victory over here on the continents and actually on the Pangea Standard Ridges map. That is for Division 1. I do want to put up on the screen over here so we can take a look at right now the standings in the third week of March. We do have 9 wins and 2 losses for Freitos de la Vega. Ulysse managing to get to claw their way in the second slot, tied right now with Last State Company. Both of them are 8 wins and 3 losses. D-Sharks coming up on the 4th spot with a 5 and a 5. We do have SPA also 5 and 5. Chacun Poursoin on 2 and 9. Shah Special Battleships on 1 and 11. Of course, they did forfeit the games over there. They did withdrew from the competition, I believe. We do need to move forward on the next one. Let's actually take a look over here what happened in Division 2 from the CivFR Squadrons, and we do need to take a look at the games past date 11, March 11. La Conférence d'Irel played against the Le Sumer 1.0, and looks like the Sumer did manage to, the Sumerians did manage to get the win with a 112 CC on the primordial map. Unbelievably long game for the primordial map, actually 112. Well, we do have March 16th also, anywhere out of the world, playing against La Confiture d'Irel, and the La Confiture d'Irel did manage to get this going, and I gotta say the jams are on point, man. We got T62 was concede vote over here on the CivCIS, much earlier, much bigger map, much earlier CC. I did that boggles my mind. On the 18th of March, we did have Lucky Nuke going against the Le Sumer 1.0, and it looks like the Sumerians did manage to get another victory here against the Lucky Nuke at turn 93. Next up, that's actually finishing up the reports that we did have about the games last week in Division 2. Looking at the standings here, we can actually see that Golden Age still keeps their first place with 8 and 2, and Le Sumer 1.0 are coming up close second with 7 and 3. Anywhere out of the world of 5 and 6, looking for D-Shark on 4 and 5, Ruftos de la Vega on 4 and 6, La Confiture d'Irel on 4 and 6, and then Lucky Nuke coming up with 3 and 7 on the last spot. I'm pretty sure they are starting to claw their way back. We're going to need to see if this comeback is going to be real. They just need 2 more wins, and as you can see, they are going to overpass the 3 other teams. We're going to definitely need to check out what's going to happen in the next games. I'm actually not sure how many games need to be played in total. Is it 12? Is it 14? I think it's 14 if I'm not mistaken. So another 4 games for them to acquire points over here possibly. Looking at the in Division 3, we do have on the 11th of March R2D2 going against Ornithorynx Academy, and looks like R2D2 did manage to win with a culture victory 119. Beep, boop. On the Rich Highlands, we do need to take a look also on the 15th of March with Project Conquerors 2.0 getting Boomer APMs, and it looks like the Boomer APMs just won the day. Culture victory 97. That's actually quite quick on the 7 Seas. That is a pretty good culture victory here, and I gotta say, man, unbelievable. The Boomer APMs, man, the Boomer APMs winning. We do have next up 16th of March with Ornithorynx Academy versus Religious Mongers. While they did manage to get a victory, their opponent CC the turn 73, and I do want to mention Ornithorynx Academy did manage to get a victory. Now this game was played on the Pangea Standard Ridges map. Singe and Raje going against Religious Mongers. They did manage to snatch that CC from the Religious Mongers at 1092 on the Rich Highlands map. And it does seem like we did have. No, it doesn't actually say any more details here. It is what it is. R2D2 with Project Conquerors did the fight on the Primordial map, and it looks like again R2D2 beep boop and did manage to get the victory 1078. We do need to see if there's going to be any more games. No, not here. So let's check out how the standings have switched from the previous week till now. Singe and Raje are still coming up with 0 losses in this tournament, 9 wins and 0 losses. Boomer APM's coming up second with 7 and 4. R2D2 on 5 and 5. We got Ornithorynx Academy on 4 and 6. Religious Mongers on 4 and 6. Le Petit Pot de Loup on 4 and 6, while PCS with 2.0 are coming up last there with 2 only wins and 8 losses. Definitely a high road for them to actually get back. Nah, not impossible to get like maybe a 4th and a 5th, but they need to win all of them. There's a lot of pressure there. We do need to move forward on Division 4. While coming back on the 11th of March, Lesena did play against the Shemamul Mariener, and it looks like the Shemamuls did manage to get the victory with a concede at 1080 on the Ridge Highlands map. Next up, Les Deux Rives going against La Grande Barrière de Fromage, and it looks like the Cheese has won at 1096 with Ridge Highlands as a map. Very nice. Middle move with Les Deux Rives going on the Pangea Standard Ridges map. The middle moves did get the victory at turn 140, and this was a Diplo victory from them, so definitely victory screen here material. Turn 82 win from the Shemamul Mariener going against Lescar on the Pangea Standard Ridges map on the 13th of March. We did have also Le Sonat also getting a diplomatic victory, turn 124. We had 2 Diplo victories happening in Division 4 from the CivFR Squadrons just in a single week, going against Les Deux Rives, this time on the CWC map. La Tribu de Fana going against Middle Move did get a victory at turn 67 on the Lakes map. We did have also Fan going against the Cheese. The Cheese did manage to win turn 69 this time around. And looking at the score screen here, let's actually switch our screens to the standings of this division. La Grande Barrière Fromage did manage to get 11 wins with 1 losses. They are 12 games in. They do have 2 more to go for. Shemamul Mariener on 9 and 3. We got La Tribu de Fana on 9 and 3 also. Le Sonat on 6 and 6. Middle Move on 5 and 7. Luscar 4 and 8. Fun is also with 2 and 10. Tied with Les Deux Rives on 2 and 10. I do have to say over here, they are 8 in the group. So is this gonna be 16 games actually? I think it might be 16 games, or maybe they actually added a few buys over there. It is what it is. Coming back to Division 5, let's see what did happen. March 13, the previous one is March 10. Okay, March 13. Kerry IPO TTTR.exe won a culture victory at turn 127 going the Secret de Colon Disparu. We do have Pulsom going also against Blue Narvals, and did win a turn 79 on the Pangea Standard Ridges map. Le Espat Luet Poliorset versus Cercle de Colon Disparu did win a turn 120. It would have been, wait, what is that? Turn 840. What is this 840 culture vict? What? Is that tourism 840 or what? Le Esperluet Poliorset did manage to get that victory on the Pangea Standard Ridges map. ER.exe going against Blue Narvals did snatch a victory at turn 90 on the Rich Highlands map, while we do need to take a look what did happen over here in Division 5. Let's actually switch to the standings and see what's going on. Le Esparluet Poliorset did get 8 wins with 2 losses. TTR.exe with 7 and 3. Cercle de Colon Disparu on 7 and 3 as well, so they're tied for the second place here. We do need to see what will happen in the next few games, if they will still be tied or there will be a separation game. Elector 2 with 5 and 4, Pulsom on 5 and 5, Macedon a la Greco on 3 and 7, while the Blue Narvals are coming up last with 0 and 11. Now, moving forward, let's actually take a quick peek at the Division 6 from the CivFR Squadrons. On the 13th of March, SOS played the Boomers. Boomers managed to snatch that victory with 10-62 on the Rich Highlands. That's actually a very quick victory on the Rich Highlands. I don't know what happened, but it's probably going to be some ponies around here now. I'm putting everything I can in some ponies or some settler snatches. Like this 10-62 win, man. Unbelievable. On the 14th of March, Lenubarts played the SOS, and the SOS did manage to come on top at 10-84. 7 C's being played out on that game. Le Flamando Sant going against Masuman Anarchy, and it looks like Masu did get that victory at 10-96 on the Continents map. Continents map? Oh, I guess they were on the winning continent. Yeah, they were on the winning continent. BDC did win also against the Lenubards, 10-63. We do have left Catrapone del Apocalypse going against the Baby Boomers with a 110 victory for the ponies on the Rich Highlands map. We did have also the ponies going against Le Indesi with a 100 cc on the 7 Cs by Le Catrapone. Looks like the Le Indesi did manage to get on top of them on that game in particular. Looking at actually the standings here in Division 6, we do have Le Flamando Saint with 9-3, Le Indesi with 8-4, Super Ami Ultra Competitive Eclat on 7-5, Le Quatre Poneys de l'Apocalypse on 7-5 also, while Baby Boomers are coming up with 6-6, Bissou de Chaton on 6-6, Masuman Anarchy on 5-7, Le Dumbards 0-12. Well, we kind of need to take a look also on the CWC. From what I understand, there was a triple tie break that was played last week, and we did have Lesume Rangers going against two of their so Chilbro going against Looking for D-Shark and Unlucky. Sorry, these were the teams over there. Yeah, I got distracted by the titles of the other teams. Anyway, Chilbro going against D-Shark and against Unlucky. They needed to play a turn fastest turn win type of triple tie break, and this was used actually multiple times in other triple tie breaks before, and by the looks of it, well, and we did have a quick victory at the beginning. The first game happened with a 10-53 cc when it was won by Looking for Disha going against the Chilbro. I do want to actually put up the CWC logo here, so when we talk about this we should have that. Anyway, on the Pangea Standard Regions map, this actually set the tone for the game, for the next games. Quite, you can imagine, important, because it was a very quick victory, by Looking for D-Shark. Chilbro did play against Unlucky. There was a victory from the Chilbro with a domination at 10-118, but of course, because they did get the victory over, they did give the victory to Looking for D-Shark. Well, it was very problematic for Unlucky to actually manage to get more than 118. Or actually, sorry, faster than 10-53 win against Looking for D-Shark. That's what I meant. So yeah, it was a bit of a problem. We did have the winner of the triple tiebreak decided. Looking for D-Shark did go forward into the next playoff seeding phase, in which we do need to actually see who's going to be upper bracket or lower bracket. And right now they are talking between each other, and they're trying to schedule their next games. And we're going to need to follow up next week to see exactly who did manage to get into what kind of seed over there. And of course, in the follow-up weeks, just a few more weeks needed to see who are going to take those slots from the wildcard tournament to go into the CWC. Now let's switch the scores also in the screen here for the CivCIS community. And from what I understand, they did manage to actually get quite a few games on the board, and I gotta say, this was quite a surprise for me to see that it's starting to be a very big race. I don't think actually surprise is the correct word to use here. I'm thrilled. I think that's the correct word to use. Thrilled to see that there is going to be quite a race over here between a few teams. If you take a look on the screen, we do have a Lethal Company, Hashes Heroes, 12 plus, and Escape Poser Jr. actually coming up with more than 4 wins each, with 12 plus and Lethal Company managing to get 5, Hashes Heroes on 6, while Escape Poser did only manage to get 4. There are still games to catch up to Hashasiros, at least one that I can see, one that I can see. Only 12 plus has the same amount of games with 5 wins and 2 losses. That also means, yes, Hashasiros are still up there on the top slot right now in the tournament with yeah, their opponents coming very close behind. Lethal Company, Escape Puzzle, and 12 plus. We do need to see if the games that are going to be played in the next few weeks, I would imagine 1 or 2 weeks, is going to separate them, or is going to create more or they're going to be closer together. I mean, we're going to need to follow up on this soon on the Score Show episode 5. Well, that kind of concludes what has been happening in the previous week for the Civilization 6 communities. I'm still gonna try to follow up with more information on my Discord if there is anything popping up out of the blue. We're coming closer together to the CWC, so you can imagine we are gonna see quite a few very interesting games. Thank you so much for everything. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye bye.